Hello everyone, welcome to another series of Mind Map. Today's topic of discussion is socio-religious movements. First of all, we will understand about the importance of this topic for UPSC. Then we will have a look at the introduction, factors which gave rise to reform movements, socio-religious movements and reformers, and lastly, practice question. First of all, let's understand about the importance of this topic for UPSC. From the UPSC point of view, this is an important topic and it has been frequently asked in prelims 2021, 2020, 2019, 2018, 2016, 2013, 2012 and in mains 2021 and 2015. Now let's have a look at the brief introduction of the topic. The Indian society in the early 19th century witnessed immense social and cultural uproar. All these developments mainly aimed at changing the existing orthodox beliefs of the Indian society. During this period, various forces integrated which resulted in modification of the prevalent and conservative practices. Now let's discuss about the factors which gave rise to reform movements. First is impact of British rule. With the advent of British in India, various modern ideas such as liberty, equality and democracy also penetrated into Indian society. Apart from that, the Renaissance in Europe also inspired people to initiate social and cultural reforms in Indian society. Next is social conditions of certain sections. During this period, the position of women and lower classes was depressing. Various social evils like sati, child marriage, polygamy, untouchability, stringent caste rules, caste-based segregation were prevalent. All these decaying practices encouraged the reform movements. Emergence of new social class. The middle class was the educated working section who understood the social evils of the Indian society and its long-term impacts as well. This section got inspiration from the growing awareness of development in the Western countries. This section also understood the link between the social and economic growth, hence wanted to reform the social patterns for social as well as economic growth. Western education. The establishment of schools and colleges helped the Western ideas to reach to the masses of India. Introduction of Western education, which emphasized on ideals like rationality, science and reasoning, also played a role. It created a section in Indian society called intelligentsia, which became the main pioneers of the socio-religious movements. And role of press. Press also had a very crucial role to play in circulating idea of socio-religious reforms. It was with the help of the press that ideas of the reformers reached the masses. Various papers and books were written during this period to spread awareness about the social evils prevalent within the Indian society. Now let's have a look at socio-religious movements and reformers. First is Brahmo Samaj. The father of Indian Renaissance, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, in 1828 founded Brahmo Sabha, which was later renamed as Brahmo Samaj. Its aim was to purify Hinduism and to preach monotheism or belief in one God. This religious society criticized idol worship, priesthood and sacrifices. It sought to remove ill practices, abuses and superstitions from Hinduism. It also launched campaigns against the practice of sati, polygamy, child marriage, female infanticide, etc. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. He was a great scholar and reformer and was determined to break the priestly monopoly, for which he opened the Sanskrit College. He dedicated himself to the cause of the emancipation of women. Vidyasagar started a movement in support of widow remarriage, child marriage and polygamy. He also took up cause of women education, for which he opened Bethune School in 1849. He was also one of the pioneers of higher education for women in India. It was due to his sincere efforts that obstacles to the marriage of widows were removed through a law in 1856. Young Bengal Movement. In late 1820s and early 1830s, a movement in Bengal emerged which came to be known as the Young Bengal Movement. It was started by an Anglo-Indian named Henry Louis Vivian Desrosiers. He drew inspiration from great French Revolution and promoted ideas of rationality, liberty, equality, and freedom. He greatly opposed the orthodox traditions and customs of Indian society. However, this movement could not make a long-term impact as the masses could not connect to it. Arya Samaj movement. The Hindu reform movement was started by Swami Dayanand Saraswati in 1875. Swami Dayanand gave the slogan "Go back to Vedas" as he believed that Vedas are the only source of knowledge. This movement attacked the evil practices like idolatry, belief in magic, sacrifices, caste system, untouchability, child marriage, etc. The Arya Samaj established a chain of Dayanand Anglo-Indian or DAV educational institutions for boys and girls. The Shuddhi campaign was also started to bring back those Hindus who had converted to Islam and Christianity. Prarthana Samaj. Mahadev Govind Ranade helped establish the Pune Sarvajanik Sabha and the Prarthana Samaj. The Prarthana Samaj focused on certain agendas such as disapproval of untouchability and caste system, women's education, widow remarriage, and raising the age of marriage for men and women. The Samaj opened free libraries and night schools to promote education. The Widow Marriage Association was established in 1861 with the aim of providing education and training to widows. Thus, all the efforts taken by the Samaj helped in uplifting the social conditions of some classes which faced social discrimination. Ramakrishna Mission. Ramakrishna Paramhans was a saint who preached charity, upliftment of women and lower classes. He also wanted to create a group of monks who would spread message of Vedanta, for which he laid the foundation of Ramakrishna Mutt. Swami Vivekananda was his disciple and founded the Ramakrishna Mission in 1897. He believed in fundamental oneness of God and emerged as a preacher of Neo-Hinduism. Vivekananda advocated the doctrine of service, that is, the service of all beings. The mission started various schools, hospitals, and dispensaries. The mission believed that the philosophy of Vedanta will make a Christian a better Christian and a Hindu better Hindu. Satya Shodhak Samaj. Jyotiba Phule founded the Satya Shodhak Samaj in 1873 to liberate the depressed classes. The main aim of the movement was to spread education among women and lower caste. He strongly condemned the prevalent discriminatory customs and practices of Indian society. He opened school for untouchables in 1854 to make them aware about their rights. And Ved Samaj. The impact of Brahmo Samaj led to the foundation of Ved Samaj in 1864 in Madras by K. Sridharalu Naidu. It advocated against caste discrimination, child marriage, and polygamy. It also promoted women education, widow remarriage, and socio-economic equality. Other movements will be discussed in the next video. Now it's time for the practice questions. First of all, note down the prelims question. Who among the following was associated as secretary with Hindu Female School, which later came to be known as Bethune Female School? Annie Besant, Debendra Nath Tagore, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, or Sarojini Naidu? You can send the answer of this question in the comment section. Now moving on to the mains question. Trace the rise and growth of socio-religious reform movement with special reference to Young Bengal and Brahmo Samaj. So that's all for today. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.